Hi, it's Dave Diegelman with Equity Real Estate here for our August 2026 real estate market report for the greater St. George area. Let's do the numbers. Well, first of all, let's look at just the sold listings. This past month, we had 463 sold units, and last year at this time, it was 461, so very close there. You can see it peaked out in June, but we had a decline in March and April, May. When we look at that in comparison to the listings on the market, you can see there's quite a gap between them. So we have a lot of inventory right now. Now let's take a look at the sold median sales price. Last month we were at $520,000, and the year before it was at $518,000. Absorption rate in months. Last month we were at 5.63 months, and last year we were at 5.6, so very stable there. Sold to list ratio, right now we're at 95.9. Last year it was at 94.4. Days on the market, we have dropped down to 72 days on the market, and last year we were at 77.4. Sold sales volume. Last month we had 261 million and some change sell, and the year before it was 266 million and some change. So relatively stable there. The funny thing is, homes are still selling. Inventory's up. There's a lot of doom and gloom out there, but homes are still selling. Now let's look at the price categories. On the sold listings, you can see the biggest area is still the 500 to 749,000, and then behind that we have the 350 to 399, and then we go to the 750 to a million, and the 1 to 2 million is behind that. But what I want to look at right now is something that is pretty incredible. So we've had a 10.5% increase in the 750 to a million in number of transactions. We've had 15.9% increase in the $1 to $2 million range, and we've had a whopping 87.5% increase in sales in the $2 to $3 million range. So it went from 24 year to date to 45 year to date. And then in the $3 to $4 million range, it's dead even. 5 million plus, it's dead even. Active listings kind of parallel what we saw in the sold listings. What's interesting is that we have a decrease of 5.7% in the 3 to 4 million, and an increase of only 1.5% in the 2 to 3 million. Now, other categories, we have an increase of 13.9% in the 1 to 2 million, and then surprisingly, we have an increase in the 400 to 449 by 10.7%. Let's take a look at the market report, which you can find online at utahdreamhomes.com under the blog section. And that's utdreamhomes.com. Go to the blog and look for the August 2026 market report. So newsworthy. The father of the 401 says the system is broken, but fixing it could help you buy a house. This is a fascinating interview with Todd Benna, and he reflects on the different things that have happened with the 401k, the intention behind it, and the things he sees that could fix it. And then the next thing we're going to look at is the role of community development block grants in the modern housing policy. Now, St. George does have this, but we're going to take a look specifically in this article about what the grants are and how they apply to buyers especially. And then the last thing we look at is the Fed's divisions and 6.6% mortgage rates and the rent versus buy dilemma. In case you missed it, the 5 biggest home buying myths in southern Utah. It's a great little synopsis of the things that you hear that aren't necessarily true. And since it's monsoon season, our bonus clip is a monsoon clip. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this. If you have any real estate needs or questions, feel free to give me a call. My direct private line is 435-703 4041. God bless you and have a blessed 2026.